Yo, what's good, Euro gang? This your boy Anton. You back at it again. Madden 20 franchise. Year 1, Part 2. Make sure you guys check out Part 1 to this video. And the only reason why it's like a two-parter, I ended up sharing a link to a play of Zadarius Smith blowing up Ezekiel Elliott. And I guess that cut the broadcast off or something. But we're back at it, so enjoying some of this you know, the game is to be sold, not told. So for an order, let me say I'm just talking shit. It's been a long day. But for real, definitely the game is to be sold, not told. But don't look at that as being selfish. Look at that as your security blanket. Because some people, you will love them to the end of the earth, do anything for them, look out for them, advice, they come to you, whatever the case may be, you're there for them. But people will take all of that, no matter what you did for them, and that one time you tell them no, it's like you ain't never did shit for them. And I think that's definitely a corny way. Person could help you a million times, but one time they can't come through for you. Oh man, you ain't real. Oh man, you frauding. Like, damn, motherfucker. People can't do it every time. And, but, selfish people, truly selfish people will never understand that because it's always about them. You could tell a person, yo, I just hit the lotto, $1 million, or I was just, you know, since I'm gaming, hey, I just won yada yada this amount at a gaming tournament or from endorsements, whatever the case may be. And instead of saying congratulations, or if they congratulate you at all, they gonna be asking to hold something. You ain't even the ink on the check is still wet, and they already got their hand out. So what I'm saying is this: being selfish ain't always bad. It just depends the kind of person you are. Like if you know you look out, hey, then be selfish at times. You know you help out. You can't do it every time. You will put yourself in a hole, and not everybody can be put in a hole and get out of it. Some people, they fall off one time, they never get back on. And that's with anything in life. Some people just catch a Brad bait, my bad, you know, enjoying this, you know what, so you know how it is, but you just gotta take care of yourself. I'm not saying be on some forget everybody type shit. I'm not saying that, but for the ones who don't understand you can't do it every time, those are the ones you cut short. Not even cut short, just they out the equation. Treat them like fucking. If you had an infection in your foot and the doc telling you, look, if we don't cut it off, it's gonna spread and you gonna die. Well, guess what? I like walking, but if that shit happens, you cut it off. So I'm saying that to say this: make sure you straight first. They even tell you that on the airplane before you go helping somebody. Make sure your mask is on first. How you gonna help somebody you can't even breathe? Or if something happened to you, then who gonna take care of your family? Who gonna take care of your kids if you have kids? Or no, don't burn yourself out helping others. Make sure you straight first. Then if you want to help and you can do it without it really affecting you, and look at it like this. Look at it like an investment. If you really loan somebody some money, look at it like you might not get it back. Yeah, you want it back, but if you loan them money, especially friends, some people say it's just better to give it to them because you will ruin friendships over money, just bad business. That's for me example. No matter what I do, I like to do good business, even just being a good person. I ain't perfect. No one is, except the the one upstairs. And I'm gonna cut this personal rant short, but it's really not just for me to hear, it's for you guys to hear too, because some people, you don't even know you being used, or you thinking like, nah, that's my man, they ain't doing that. Nah, that's my man, he got me. But how many of y'all, and I want y'all to comment, hit me up on social media, and let me know how many of y'all have looked out for somebody, whether it was once or countless times, and they never returned the favor? Or you took care of them as much as you could as far as looking out. They sure don't rent. I mean, whatever the reason is, you helped them. But then one time you might have been like, man, for example, your car might be in the shop or your shit break down. Yo, man, you ever had to work, bro? Da 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 da. Or sis, whatever the case may be. And they like, oh man, you know I can't. And most of us got, not most of us, I would say maybe a fair amount of us have good instincts where we know they're bullshitting. One thing I learned from my grandfather, God rest his soul, was just come to a person straight. All that weird shit, hey, how you doing? This and that small talk, just so they can end up asking you to loan something. When you would have most likely did it anyway, and they ain't had to tap dance or bullshit with you, they should have just came out and said it. But, we're gonna get back to this game and do them dirty. But yeah, remember, make sure you straight first. Because they'll call you selfish, but if the shoe's on the other foot, they wouldn't be looking out for you like you're looking out for them. They probably wouldn't really, they probably wouldn't really mess with you like that. Half the time, people only mess with you because you beneficial and not just because you been real. All right, now let's get back to this.
Make the tackle right away.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 of the 7.
39 yards.
That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now Bell. And a second
Give me that.
Gets him in.
Give me that.
Touchdown, Packers. Le'Veon Bell. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We'll take a look at the starters here defensively for the Packers. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Lady, Mike 50. What's the run? They're running it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move.
Stop playing with me like that.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL.
Larry, how do you drop that, bro?
Nothing leads evaporate and quickly. So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Bell. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get stopped
Couldn't
up
get
quickly.
out of that.
Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Oh, I'm trash. All right, I got something.
Here's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check, 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 check.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out at Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
Hey, let's get there.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he's going
Stop
to
playing
take
with
it
him.
in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Stafford. Snead's got it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's not Zeke. That's someone else.
Brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
He knew what I was going to do.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visitors from the north, the Vikings, who were able to get the road victory. Ben Roethlisberger.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Ready. Get a 20. Don't say nothing. Look at him.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Set. Go 20. 3 bud.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run. So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go. Push you out, bro. All right, T. Let's take it. All right, T.
On first down, Bell so light on his feet, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're probably going play action since you ran it twice, But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
In traffic.
Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense. Because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time.
I don't know. What are you guys thinking about?
The result, a Green Bay score.
Putting in RG3. I mean, we up 28. So, you know what? That's what I'll do. See what he can do. If he trash, he's out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Oh, they got Miles Sanders.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got Sanu. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, lady! Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Come on. Come on, D.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got Jack Doyle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And some room to roam now. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. There they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Good block.
Trying to ice a game. Plenty of time left. But being it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
I almost slipped by not diving.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Could also result in a melee later, though. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Ladies! 56, right there, 56. Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, Stafford here. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sorry, he didn't do it at all.
Now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Stafford now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And this one brought in by Sanu.
Good catch.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll go again with Bell.
Face mask.
The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Swap. 58. Right up.
A first throw for the backup Griffin.
Oh, he's ass, man. That slow pump fake. Nah, that was my fault. I ain't gonna blame it on him.
There, and that brings up 4th down.
I don't know why they celebrating like they
is the very
ass.
definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he knocks the ball away.
Come on.
Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
Hey,
Dallas, they'll
it
take
happens.
over in terrific field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing again. Stafford. Brought in left side by Snead. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary.
They get to the football. It's blocked. Now
And
it's
that's
scooped
going
up,
back.
and this is a
And it's going back.
He's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And another touchdown, maybe rubbing it in a little here. That post-game handshake between coaches might be tense.
Yeah, I would say it will be a little bit tense, but you have to look at it from the side of the victor. They're in a tight battle. They may need those points in case of a tiebreaker at the end of the year.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
And also, guys and girls, and whatever you identify with, you know, I ain't knocking nobody's, you know, whatever they like to get into. But okay, lost my train of thought for a minute.
After the touchdown, out is Prater.
Make sure you guys are commenting what kind of content you like seeing
taken in the end zone
on live
and
stream,
he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And if it's a game that
now come the Cowboys.
I can get into,
They've
then,
lost
you know,
this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something
I'll
here
try
at
to
the
make
end
it
just to
happen.
take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Darius Smith definitely going to be the defensive player of the week.
His 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league
But
for a
they ain't
while.
really got him
Many
looking like
coaches
him now.
never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last throw here for Stanford. Now the
Back to
pressure
back.
comes and he
Use the
goes
sack.
down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, well, I'm going to end this live, and what time is it? Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing another one tonight, this morning, whatever. But, always appreciate you guys, checking out my videos, even after I'm done live streaming. The views, the comments, I appreciate it. So Oh, and by the way, I'm giving away a $50 PSN gift card at 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently at 41, so, 59 to go. As long as no one, subscribes and, unsubscribes. So in order to enter, you have to follow or add all my social media accounts, which is just 3 of them: Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And the 4th thing, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We'll be checking, so if you don't, kick rocks. But if you do, then, it's a possibility you can win a $50 PSN gift card. And for all you people out there that, want to donate financially, hit the Cash App. Cash symbol Ghost NDO 747. Again, for the Cash App, if you're, feel like donating to the channel, whether it's a few bucks, $10, whatever you want to send, it's always appreciated, And the money donated will definitely be used for, purchasing games, gamer equipment. This stuff is definitely not cheap. Feel free to look it up yourself. But again, my Cash App is GHOSTNDO 747. I'ma holla at y'all another time. Stay blessed. 1.